Hey guys, Patrick Sebastian here, performance coach for golf. So this is the third hole of the Heritage course at the Blainvillier Golf Club. It's a par 3, playing 205 from the back tees. As you can see, all of the trouble is to the right of the green, with a couple of bunkers and water to the right of those bunkers. There is a bailout area over here to the left, but there's a bit of a bank that we can't see from this perspective. My goal with this video is to talk about setting the right expectations when it comes to certain shots or certain holes we'll face on the golf course. And I felt like this hole was a great example. First, because there's so much trouble to the right of the green, my starting point has to be significantly left. Today's pin is closer to the middle left area, which means it's actually a great starting point for my shot. If I aim closer to the middle of the green, which a lot of players would probably do, I'm bringing the trouble into play. When setting an expectation, one important thing to remember is that from 205 yards, PGA Tour players will hit the green 50% of the time, and the average distance from the hole is 44 feet. Since I am not a PGA Tour player, I can decrease that percentage by at least 10% and increase that distance by easily 10 feet. So if my chances of hitting the green are about 40% and my average distance from the hole is about 50 feet, and there's trouble right, and a tough up and down from the left, we can safely call this a tough hole. So if par on this hole is a great score, then I can set my expectations to accept a bogey. By accepting bogey, I feel more confident with my starting point, taking some of the pressure off me to hit a great shot. From a mental game perspective, a bogey will leave me emotionally neutral, since it's what's expected. A par will feel like a great score. An unlikely birdie will feel like an incredible score. And even a double bogey, though not what I would want, will still feel okay considering it's only one shot more than my expectation. So let's see how I do. I should mention that 205 is a tricky yardage for me. I'm playing new clubs this year, and this is where my gapping is a bit off. My 5-iron goes about 195, but my 4-iron, which is more of a juiced up driving iron, can go anywhere from 210 to 220. So given the danger right, and my accepted expectation, the smart play here is a 5-iron. Okay, that was a well-struck shot, and given my left side target, a bit of a pull has left me to the side of the green, but I look to be about pin high. Okay, so I did end up pin high just to the left of the green, and I do have a bank to deal with as expected. I also have these two sprinkler heads to deal with. Most players with a decent short game would probably chip this, but my chipping is currently a technical work in progress, so I'm electing to go with what I believe is the higher percentage shot and use the putter. Okay, not the best shot here, but I didn't come back down the bank, and I didn't smash it 10 feet past the hole. I don't know about you guys, but these shots are really hard to judge sometimes. By the way, off camera, I did try the chip shot and hit a really good one to about 4 feet. I'll store that memory for the next time I'm in this situation. Alright, so I'm looking at about 20 feet for par here, which means that as much as I'd like to make this, I've already accepted bogey, and I want to make sure that I stick to the plan and 2-putt this to avoid making double. Okay, so I left the putt within the 3-foot circle I was looking for, and have an easy putt for bogey. Now obviously I would have loved a better outcome, but because I set realistic expectations, I'm walking off this hole with a decent score, all things considered, and I'm already focused on the next shot I have to hit.